Data suggests up to 56% of Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency if they were hit with an unexpected expense. I want to show you how to take this data and use it as leverage against financial institutions like Bank of America to build out great banking relationships that can lead to great bonus offers for you, as well as access to some great capital on the consumer and the small business side. Bank of America is actually the second largest financial institution in the country by asset, serving over 68 million clients, as well as access to over 35,000 ATMs. So it's a very, very sturdy financial institution, though they've been in trouble over the years for various reasons. When you take a look at Bank of America's product lineup, if you look at just their consumer cashback credit cards, they have the custom cash rewards, they have the unlimited cash rewards, they also have the premium rewards, just to glance at a few. If you take a quick look at these cards, you will see that there's $200 and up to $600 bonus available just on these three cards, meaning that you can get in with Bank of America and just in a matter of a handful of months to a year, rack up $1,000 in earnings just on a few of their credit cards in a very short span of time. There's also been a $200 bonus offer floating around in their consumer checking account, where if you set up a direct deposit and get up to $2,000 in a 90-day period in direct deposits, you can get $200 as a bonus. Very similar is available on the small business side with Bank of America. They have multiple credit cards with up to $300 in cashback bonuses, as well as 0% offers. And there's also bonuses on their business checking account up to $750. So just focusing on Bank of America alone adds up to well over $2,000 in cash value. And I'm going to show you a very, very simple trick that you can use to get Bank of America to roll out most, if not all, of these offers to you without you having to put a bunch of money, time, or investment in to accomplish it. So the first thing I want to put context on is you need to understand how banks look at their banking relationships from their clients. Banks are always looking to be your primary financial institution, and the bigger that bank is, the more aggressive they're going to pursue that relationship. So when you're setting up these banking relationships, what you would like to do is set it up in a way where you show them financial responsibility, healthy financial habits, but you don't give them too much too early. So I want to give you some context on how to approach this and what this looks like from a tactical point of view. But before we get into that, I want to give you a little bit of an intro and a little context on how you can actually take some of your available capital, get a great return on it, and support one of your favorite finance creators. So let's take a look. Okay, before we get back on top, you have some excess capital that your bank's no longer paying you that same return on. Now the interest rates are down and you're looking for a stable, purposeful, and profitable place to invest your money. What if I told you can support one of your favorite content creators while still earning a respectable return on your money? Yeah, that's right. The platform sponsoring this video is called Oversubscribe. It's a SEC regulated platform that's connecting the audience and the creator like never before. It's an opportunity for you to invest in this channel and share in the profitability in this channel as it grows. There's no commitment right now, but there's a link in the description. You want to learn more? Fill out the quick form and let's get in motion. All right, so you remember at the beginning of the video, I explained how statistics have shown that nearly 56% or more of Americans can't afford a $1,000 emergency if an unexpected expense were to occur. Well, how does this play into building out a great banking relationship with Bank of America? If you get into what I was mentioning about Bank of America as well as any other financial institution, they're always looking to be your center financial institution. If it's up to them, they're going to have 90+%, if not 100% of your banking relationship. If it's up to them, they literally want to be your one-stop shop. In order to do that, they roll out enticing offers on their deposit products as well as their lending products in order to try to court you for that relationship. How you can stage in a way to make sure that Bank of America rolls out the best bonus offers and gives you preludes to the credit products that they're willing to extend to you is by starting out with the right type of account to entice them to make you offers to extend or expand that banking relationship. How do you do that? By starting out with a savings account. Whether it's going to be your consumer or small business side, start with the savings account. Let me give you a few reasons why. Number one, this is going to be the most low maintenance way for you to start the banking relationship. Most savings accounts on the consumer or small business side, Bank of America or really any financial institution, they usually have a base level savings account that doesn't require very much to start start and maintain that account without incurring service fees. And so if you think about it, with Bank of America, that threshold might be $500 on the consumer side, we'll say. With that, you start that relationship where you'll get a 60-day period of time to get to that $500 mark. And so what I did to start that relationship is I started with a little bit of a chunk of a couple $100, and then I incrementally set up automatic transfers every time I got paid every 2 weeks to go into that account at maybe $25 to $30 a pay period. By the time it tallied up in a 60-day period of time, I was able to reach my $500 threshold in order to avoid their service fee, as well as show Bank of America some financial prudence in the fact that I was able to start this relationship, maintain it already for a couple months, get it up to their $500 threshold, and not have to withdraw a penny because I don't need that money. This is where the whole $1,000 emergency or savings comes into play. When you think about banks and the clientele that they have to pick from, especially with someone as large as Bank of America, an institution that large that's on record for serving up to 68 million clients in the United States alone, that basically means of that 56% of Americans, some decent portion of those clients are Bank of America clients. So they're basically seeing a significant portion of their clientele pool who can barely maintain a couple $100 in an account. Imagine you coming in, starting slow, but starting a banking relationship where you're only depositing, reaching the threshold that they see suitable for their savings account, and you don't need the money. You're showing for 60, 90 plus days that you don't need that money. How do you think Bank of America is going to respond to you? Well, as you can expect, they're going to start to fight for more of your banking relationship. They're going to start to see that you're showing inclinations, that you're a quality client, that you have good financial habits, that you might have strong financial positioning, and possibly the most important feature you're demonstrating is that you're likely banking heavily somewhere else. It gives Bank of America something to pursue. So what are they going to start doing? Every time you log into your app, every time you open your email, there's going to be offers available. As I mentioned a little earlier in the video, currently at the time of this recording, there's a $200 checking account bonus on the consumer side. There's also multiple credit cards with up to $200 to $600 or more in bonus opportunities that are met relatively easily in spend requirements. Now, Bank of America doesn't have the most attractive cashback or travel rewards cards, but if we're focused on solid banking relationships, earning great bonuses along the way of building those banking relationships, and we're looking to get access to financial resources that can help us expand our consumer and small business finances and our reach from a funding point of view, then it doesn't really matter if their cards are really fancy on points rewards or transfer partners. We're focused on the long game. So with that having been the case, your opportunity to earn on just the consumer side alone over $1,000 in value in easily a year's time. As I may have mentioned as well earlier in the video, again, Bank of America is on record for allowing you to apply for up to 7 credit cards in a year as long as you have an active deposit relationship with them. That's limited to 3 per year if you do not have a deposit relationship with them. So imagine if you were to just go ahead and max out that opportunity and pursue the checking account bonus as well as maybe up to 6 or 7 of their different credit cards that have some kind of cashback or statement credit bonus available. Can you imagine $1,500 to $2,000 or more in value from one bank with basic spend requirements? And that's just on the consumer side. If you were aggressive enough and had the finances to do so and can play this on the consumer and small business side, just Bank of America could be over $3,000 in value very easily. They have business credit cards with $300 plus cashback bonus opportunities, as well as business checking accounts with up to $750 if you meet those requirements and bonus activity as well. This is tremendous value while again building a great banking relationship with the second largest financial institution in the country. So this is the framework that you want to take if you don't already have a relationship with Bank of America. Start with the savings account. If you do have a banking relationship with Bank of America and you still like the way this strategy is laying out and it makes sense for you, exercise it with other banks you don't have a relationship with yet. The checking account is the center orbit for banks. It gives them the most financial activity in one product. It's an opportunity for you to spend, an opportunity to see your money coming in, to see your cash flow management, to see you save, to get an idea where your money's going. They learn so much information about us from our checking accounts. That is why banks entice us so heavily to open checking accounts. They're not satiated with savings accounts or credit card only relationships. They want the checking account, and they want you as high in the checking account, meaning and transactionally, they want you as engaged with that that checking account as possible. So when you go in with the savings account, you sure you don't need that $500 or $1,000 or more, they're automatically looking at you above a significant base of their clientele just because you can maintain $500 to $1,000 and not need it. So imagine as you expand that banking relationship and continue to show them that you have good financial habits, you have no form of desperation. Banks love to lend to you when you don't need the money. What better way to show them you don't need the money than to open a savings account, drop $500 to $1,000 or accumulate $500 to $1,000 or more and not need the money for months at a time. The savings account is easy, low barrier to entry, and it still lays a great impression on Bank of America as well as other financial institutions. Drop your comments down below on your thoughts on the strategy. Let me know what your relationship is like with Bank of America. I'm here in Louisiana. Bank of America, at the time of this recording, doesn't have a footprint in my state yet. So I started this relationship. I actually went to Dallas, Texas, and started this banking relationship with them. And I've been growing it ever since. And they've already started to make a ton of offers to me for pre-selected credit card offers as well as checking account bonus offers. And I'm just getting started with them. So let me know what your relationship with Bank of America is like. Let me know if you did a similar strategy with other financial institutions or if you plan on doing so, and drop the financial institutions down below. Other than that, to all my pioneers, welcome back. To my new viewers, welcome in. I want each of you to like, comment, share, and subscribe this content so you can continue to support this channel, so this channel can continue to support and invest in you. As you saw a little bit earlier in the video, there's a tremendous opportunity to invest in this channel while it's still accessible and to ride the wave up, getting a great return on your money and actually having purpose behind it by supporting a content creator that's putting out great content for you to advance your finances and advance your net worth. So tap into that in the link in the description below. Other than that, I want each and every one of you to stay focused, stay in motion. I'll see y'all soon.